Yeah, we back. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Back on some real trail boxing talk, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let me know when y'all hop up in the chat. I was definitely back, full effect. Square biz. Y'all know what it is, man. It's been a hectic morning. I really haven't addressed the Povetkin and Joshua situation. I just talked about, the WBA ordering it and had to come to an agreement and all that stuff. Even started talking about it last night before this even became a real reality about what Povetkin was doing. But let me know when you come in. But hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all can't, you can't be shocked. This is what we all expected from the beginning. The very, very beginning. And like I told the homie Black Fight fan, I ain't had no zero hope this fight was gonna happen. The reason I continue, whatever, Nick. The only reason I continue to do videos is for a paper trail. So I can go always back in the articles I got. I ain't gotta search for them. I always can go back to my video and resource myself and resource the articles that I pulled up. So it is what it is, man. It most definitely is what it is. It's no shocker to me. It seemed to be some shocker to some of these other guys out here. But they're targeting, the video is they targeting Joshua Povetkin for September 27th, the DAZN in the United States. It's going to be on the DAZN in the U.S. So we'll get to the DAZN in a minute, okay? The important thing about this is, in stringing stuff together, string it together. 9/22, what's the important date about 9/22? Anybody can tell me what's the important date about September 22nd, 2018. Well, I'll let you know what's so important about that date. The importance of September 22nd, 2018 is that is the kickoff for Eddie Hearn's DAZN. That's when his part of the DAZN, that's when his part of the DAZN kicks off. The first date for the DAZN in the United States is September 22nd. And how ironic is it that Joshua Povetkin is being eyed as a part of the DAZN in the United States to kick off the same day he's debuting the DAZN? So there will be a fight card in the United States on the DAZN in September 22nd as well, from what I understand. This week or next week, whenever Eddie Hearn comes over, he's going to make a big DAZN announcement. The price will be announced, and the 16 to 18 fighters that he allegedly was supposed to sign will be announced. And they have one show that's going to either be in New York, LA, September 22nd. Then they got another show in October that's going to be at the opposite, whichever one they don't put on. So if they put it on LA, then it's going to be New York in October. If they put on LA in September, then it'll be, put on New York in September, they can put in LA in October. So he's trying to go ahead and make a mark in both of the two media capitals, or the two major market, two biggest cities in the United States, in LA in October, in LA and New York, excuse me. So this seems already pre-calculated. Joshua Povetkin automatically seems to have a day of September 22nd. September 22nd, when they supposed to launch the DAZN. Mad fishy, right? Yeah, it's mad fishy because they never wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, and all the real individuals know that. But September 22nd. So anybody in here paying for the DAZN to see Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua? Is anybody paying for that fight? Honestly, are you guys paying for, if y'all paying $10, $15, fucking watch talking. Shout out to Samsung, Gear 3 Frontier watch. Love this watch. But I'm not paying $10 to $15 to watch shit of the DAZN, especially Joshua and Povetkin. Why would we pay to watch Joshua and Povetkin, on the DAZN, okay? When I could just stream that shit, keep it real. I really never really cared to watch Joshua on Showtime. I didn't really care to watch Joshua on Showtime. So now what Eddie is doing, okay, let's get deeper. Let's get deeper into what Eddie is doing. Eddie is continuing to dig a grave deeper than 6 feet deep. His grave in the United States might be 20 feet deep. And let me explain that. If you don't understand this here. Anything else in this video you don't take away from this here. HBO, Showtime, okay? They both wanted Anthony Joshua. The reason HBO brought Danny Jacobs over is to appease Eddie Hearn. You know why they wanted to make Eddie Hearn happy? They wanted to make Eddie Hearn happy because they wanted him to deliver Anthony Joshua to HBO. And Eddie Hearn has yet to deliver Anthony Joshua to HBO. What's up, Bracy? They have yet to deliver Anthony Joshua to HBO. So now Showtime was being loyal to Anthony Joshua, continue to pick up his fight on a fight-by-fight basis after the Showtime contract ran out. They continue to pick up Anthony Joshua, okay? They did. Now, Eddie Hearn has managed to piss off two of the biggest networks in the United States, HBO and Showtime, by taking Anthony Joshua's TV rights to the DAZN. Now, let's keep going down the road. Remember, Deontay Wilder was saying it was two clarifications that he needed. Eddie Hearn wanted to take Wilder and Joshua off of Showtime, not the ESPN, not the HBO, not the ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. He wanted to take Joshua and Wilder to the DAZN to force the fans to pay 10 to 15 bucks whenever it's announced to watch that fight on the DAZN. So he wanted to not only to control Deontay Wilder and control Anthony Joshua, venue, date, time, the tickets, which is the live gate, the whole media tour. He wanted to control that, and he wanted to control Deontay Wilder's TV US rights. Now you tell me that ain't a fucked up contract. Tell me that ain't a messed up contract. Tell me that ain't messed up. Tell me that's not messed up. So not only do you want to control the fight in the whole, you want to pay me a flat fee of $15 million. Don't give me no revenue on the back end. You won't tell me how much the fight is going to gross. So if I take this $15 million and this fight grosses $1 billion, I don't get a dime more, okay? And not only on top of all of that, you want to control how my country watches me fight. So you want not only if you're paying me a $15 million flat fee, you want my country to watch me fight on the DAZN so you can profit off of the DAZN, and I still don't get any profits over my people paying basically a pay-per-view charge of $10 to $15 in my country. So you get to profit off of my country, profit off of your country, profit off the fight, the live gates, ticket scalping. Get up out of here, man. That's a slave deal. That ain't even no A-side shit, original Bruno. That's not A-side. That's to be telling. That's a cash out deal, knowing that you ain't confident that Joshua gonna win. That's a cash out deal. Let me get all this money off of him right now because I know it's over. The ride is over. That's Floyd. That's Floyd. He's not Floyd. Nobody knows who Anthony Joshua is in the United States. And if you're not known in the United States, you ain't a fucking star in boxing. And that's a fact. The UK, that's not even, what is it? It's not even probably the size of Texas. Slave deal. Exactly, Boxing Mind TV. You got to get it out y'all head, UK fans. You niggas ain't the A side in no situation. In your country, you could be the A side, okay? But guess what? Nobody knows who Joshua is in the United States. Period. Nobody knows who he is. And if you're not a star in the United States, how can you call yourself a big name in boxing? And I'm telling y'all the truth. This is the same Anthony Joshua, which I didn't even want to take it this year. Take it this way. But this is the same Anthony Joshua that told Dante Box Nation, I really want to fight in Vegas. Now y'all say you don't want to fight in Vegas? The A side is the A side. Look here, the A side is the motherfucker who got the most money behind him. Eddie Hearn lost a purse bid to Dylan White and with Puev. Eddie Hearn, he works with Anthony Jarrell Miller. He lost another purse bid to Puev. He about to go to purse bid with Sergey Derevchenko and Lou DiBella. He probably gonna lose that as well. So all this money, where is it going? Where's all this money coming from? $50 million. And the dude say, I'd love to fight in Vegas. In October of 2017, excuse me, he told Dante, I would love to fight in Vegas. But all of a sudden, oh, I got to be in the UK. Oh, I got to do it for my fans. $50 million? With those same fans, if you get hurt in the ring and injured in the ring and get brain damage, with those same fans, will they take care of your family? Will they take care of your medical bills? Will that Eddie Hearn dude take care of you? Seriously, will that Eddie Hearn dude take care of your medical bills? Will we kick you to the curb like an old Cadillac? It was never a 24-hour deadline. It was never a 24-hour deadline. That was very, very flexible because that same $50 million deal, is on the table right now. Shout out to Fanon for the super chat, man. That's my brother. Lawyer Fanon, man. That's saying I don't even want to take it that way. But let's do the math real quick, man. Let's calculate this up, man. Let's calculate this up, man. The zone start date for the United States show is September 22nd. Joshua Povetkin all of a sudden got a date of September 22nd. And it will be a U.S. show in New York or L.A. And the opposite venue will be in October, okay? That's a fact. So he's using he's using Povetkin and Joshua to launch the zone as a part of the zone. I sent you one already. Callie. What up, World Breaker Fight, man? I gotta get you on, man. Hit your if you want to get on World Breaker Fight, go ahead and send your email so I can add you. It's gonna be a little minute though. I gotta do my I don't know. So, it ain't the far about the 50 million though. You know what I'm saying? If you gave him 50 million, then Joshua would be like, you know what? I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do. But he asked for the 50 million. Said I signed the dotted line. I'll go wherever for the 50 million. Not only do they give him 50 million, they give him 50% of their revenue. So you tell me what's a better deal? What's a Somalian pirate, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm gonna say what's a better deal, okay? Taking a flat fee of $15 million, okay? But you get the $15 million as soon as the fight sign. They deposit it right in your account. See, I'm a fair dude. I'm gonna tell you all the integral parts and the small details that I know. So you get the $15 million, you get deposit your crowd the next day. You $15 million richer, okay? Richard. That's cool. That's Gucci, okay? All right, that's the situation. You get the 15 million. All right. But Eddie Hearn gets the profit. Excuse me. Eddie Hearn gets the profit off of you, but don't give you a dime in your own country. So he wants to control your TV rights. Okay? He wants to profit off of you by putting your fight on the zone and taking it off of Showtime and alienating the network that you work for on Showtime. So he's alienating your network, again. So he and then also he controls the live gate. So he controls the live gate, which is the ticket sales and everything else that comes with it, and he's getting a promotional cut from Anthony Joshua. He controls the press tour, the media, everything. He controls absolutely everything. All right. So we looked at the deal, and Joshua's probably going to make like $30 million at the most. Okay. Eddie Hearn in that scenario is going to get over like a fat rat. All right. Let's keep it real. He's going to make more money than Joshua and Wilder combined in that situation. Or for Joshua, if he cares about the fighter, if he cares about the fighter and Joshua, okay, Joshua goes to the United States. He makes $50 million plus 50% of the revenue that the pay-per-view pulls in the United States. So right there, that's a guaranteed $50 million minimum. But he's probably going to be guaranteed at least $75 million, okay?
Hey, what's that, James?
That's it.
You see that dude? The James Guad, dude. You do understand that the UK doesn't make that much money, bruh. You know what I mean? 25 million. AJ doesn't actually have to report his earnings, man. Do you know that Forbes magazine guesses, dude? So get out of here, bruh. You don't know
the Forbes magazine is not accurate. The Forbes magazine is a guesstimation of your liquidated assets and everything that they guesstimate that you own. How much you're actually worth, how much your worth is, your value, not how much cash you have. So I mean, that's what he said. James Guad, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. And if you think that AJ made
$25 million for the Takan fight, man, you need to go ahead and put your head underneath the bridge, or go ahead and dip your head in the water for a little bit.
No, we went over that.
Like the Oscars.
Hey, real breaking. I sent you an email. I gotta do it another way. So give me 1 minute, bro.
Yeah, because I mean,
but you right.
Yeah, he's a fraud, man. Like I said, man, AJ not making that much money, man. As what's been reported.
Over the purses, remember? Was it last week went over the purses? He never made over $20 million. I don't believe. Maybe 25. He haven't made over 20 million. I don't believe 20 million pounds. It's good to be exact. He hasn't made that.
I think his highest purse was the Klitschko fight. Still.
No.
Or did he get more in the Parker fight? Okay, the Parker fight might edge. So basically 2 fights, man. Before that, he was making what Wilder makes.
He made 20 million versus Povetkin. I have to look it up again, but I mean that's no here nor there.
Right.
But the whole point of 50%, 50 million, 50% of the back end money, which in the Deontay Wilder going over to UK deal, he get a flat fee. Al Heyman offered Joshua $50 million plus 50% of the revenue they pulled in. They didn't have to offer him the 50% of the revenue. You feel me? They didn't have to offer him 50% of the revenue.
But here's the thing, TJ. All you guys still trying to justify AJ turning this down. Who does that? What kind of fans were like, and still think this dude is credible? There's no way I can support a fighter after he did something like that. I don't see how you as a fan could bring yourself to support AJ unless you don't want to see the fight. That's the only. You know how many
messages? You know how many messages I got from people saying that oh, is he in here? Is World Breaker here? Hold on.
No, he hasn't come on yet.
Yeah, it showed him in here, man. I'm gonna send him a direct invite though. Right. But yeah, you know how many people send me messages saying, "Oh, dude, you're right. You this, you that." I believe. What you're saying is true. I know I'm saying it's true. We know. I told you from day one this fight wasn't gonna happen. Everybody that would listen, they didn't want the fight for whatever reason. They want to fight. They want to fight Povetkin. And I just dropped a video. If you guys haven't seen it, what up, Angel Santos? If I just dropped a video, okay, about this whole situation, about how did Povetkin get here. And if you haven't seen that video, I advise you. It's the last video I dropped. I advise you to go watch that video. Seriously. And that's real spit, man, because, after him getting banned and all that, which I won't go into, he did absolutely jack shit to deserve a shot.
Hey, I remember last year bringing up 2 names, 2 choices to fight after Parker. One was Povetkin, the other one was Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He stuck to those guns. If he gets past, I'm telling you this, people don't believe me when I'm saying this. If he gets past Povetkin, he'll fight Big Baby Miller. He won't fight him in the U.S. though now because he don't want to have to get asked questions about when he's going to fight Wilder. So now that fight will be held in the U.K. But before, he was going to fight in Brooklyn. He ain't coming here, man. He not fighting Wilder in 2019 either. They know what's going to happen because right now they don't have, things are not going the way they planned. See, they tried to use AJ. He used AJ wrong. He, like I said, I told you this before, CJ. He should have used AJ to leverage Showtime versus HBO to get a huge network deal to get more of his guys on there. He could have got Josh Kelly an HBO deal by using AJ. AJ, you know that they would have acquiesced him. They definitely would have did that.
I think what happened was they didn't dish out enough money for AJ HBO. I think that's what happened. They didn't give AJ enough. They didn't give him enough money for AJ. They didn't give him the deal that he wanted.
But why should you do that? He hasn't proven to get good numbers over here. Only way that was going to happen, if they would have came over here and fought over here and allowed AJ to build his name up over here, then they would have been willing. But as long as he's staying in the UK, that deal for HBO and for Showtime was originally for AJ to come over here and fight, because the numbers in the UK aren't going to do that well over here in America. As long as you stay over in Europe, I'm sorry, but Americans aren't going to be attracted to you. They're not going to care about you, and they're not going to pay attention. The only way to get noticed here is to be here. And AJ, who had ample opportunity, but as we know now, what we've been knowing for a while, is this dude's a fraud. And he doesn't want to be exposed, so he's trying to stay over there. He would have came over. If there was no Wilder, he would have been over here already. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm starting to come to a different conclusion. You know, and you know, a lot of people are not gonna like this, but I think this dude is on something. Seriously.
And man, it wouldn't surprise me anymore, bro. It wouldn't surprise me anymore, especially because you remember he dropped all that weight after the conflict for the Parker fight. I've heard that I heard that he lost something like another 5-10 pounds already. So maybe he really is coming off of that dope, but he doesn't have to worry about that going up against Povetkin.
He got to worry about that with the UKAD neither.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that with UKAD. They're going to come back 2 years later, and Eddie Hearn pay him off.
Oh, yeah. If H ends up falling off and becomes like some bum status or something like that, then they'll come out and say, man, we discovered later that this guy really was on something. You know what I mean? We had some more extensive testing and found out that he was on drugs the whole time. If he ever gets caught doing something dirty or if he tries to leave, that's probably why he's not leaving Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn know this, and he may have something else on AJ too, man. You know what I mean? Something criminal. There's no telling what he has, what else he has.
It's just coming to that, man. I'm sorry that we got to jump. I mean, it's no other reason why. This dude said out his mouth that I would love to come and fight. He told Dante I would love to fight. I want to fight in Vegas. He's told Dante he want, and maybe it's not Eddie Hearn that don't really want to fight. Maybe he's covering for Joshua.
I said that yesterday, bro. I said that yesterday that it could be it's AJ who could be him not wanting to fight because he don't want to get caught.
He's not doing public appearances. After that one interview he did, he said, "Give me $50 million, I'll come over." He's done no public interviews.
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday too. I said all of a sudden this guy has gone into like a molehill or hitting into going underground. You don't hear nothing from him at all, man, whatsoever, man. It's complete silence from this dude, and you're waiting to hear something from him. But I suspect you'll hear something from him after the Povetkin fight is signed. Then we'll start talking about how, you know, I really wanted the Wilder fight. They were difficult. You know this. All this shit's gonna come up.
You look at this. The date that they targeting is September 22nd. I gotta keep saying that. It's September 22nd, the day the DAZN debuts in America, and they putting this on the DAZN. So not only did Eddie Hearn really put a nail in his casket here, because remember he said, "Oh, Anthony Joshua probably not going to be on the DAZN."
Yeah, here's the thing, though. You're going to put that on September 22nd, right in the middle of college football season. No one's going to give a fuck about 2 European fighters. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not trying to shit on you.
But then later on in the night, he's going to have, or later on in the day or the night, then he's going to do a show in either New York or LA. And I've heard nothing about any fighter of substance being on this show.
No, I haven't either, man. I'm telling you, we know this. We know the Eddie Hearn. If there was something, if he had someone significant, that's why you got to put AJ on there. That's what we've been saying. We were saying that he's going to have to eventually put AJ on there. We've been saying this for a while, CJ. He's going to have to put AJ on there eventually for the simple fact of this. Unless he could find some, if he would have signed like Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean, the Charlo twins and stuff like that, AJ would have never been. You know what I'm saying? He would have kept doing what he's doing, but he don't have anybody. So this is a last ditch resort, man. This is the last. It's a Hail Mary pass.
Yep, it's definitely a last resort, man. The thing about it is, though, man, he say this fight for September 22nd for the DAZN debut, like it fucking matter. September 22nd. Come on, man. I'm watching football, bro. Seriously, at 5 o'clock.
You're not turning off college football, bro. Michigan might be on. I'm not trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Michigan be playing somebody important on September 22nd. And not just you, but people all over the country ain't going to turn Michigan off to watch Anthony Joshua.
No. I might put it on my phone. What's going on, bro, Breaker?
Nothing much, man. Just I've been just trying to digest the idiocy of this movement today that Eddie Hearn has orchestrated. So I wanted to answer a statement by one of the people in the chat room where it said that AJ doesn't need the money. The bottom line is the game is called prize fighting. Prize fighting. You fight for prizes. You fight for wealth. Bottom line, AJ needs the money. It's just he's choosing not to get that particular money because of the danger level that it faces. And it could pose danger to him on several different fronts. Of course, what you brought up about the drug testing, which I suspect. Also,
that's what it got to be. In my opinion, that's what it has to be.
It has to be.
I don't disagree.
Because a guy that fights for prize, look, I'll fight a lion. I'll fight a lion in the savannah with a spoon and fork for $50 million and take my chances. Real talk. Because that's just the way it is. That's enough to set my family free for generations.
But don't forget the 50% on the back end, that could be almost $100 million too.
Yeah,
profiting.
Hey, remember what Wilder said though?
I'm talking about the minimum.
No, remember Wilder said. Wilder said that he had somebody. He said he had good word from someone on the inside that AJ is juicing. I don't know if you guys remember that doing the and Michelle.
And everybody he said that was juicing, from Briggs to Povetkin to who else was it? It was Briggs, Povetkin, and it was another Luis Ortiz. Everybody said he was juicing. He was right.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me for a guy to all of a sudden at heavyweight drop that much weight and say that, yeah, I just want to be leaner. I want to do this. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Bottom line, you are a 250+ pound man, and you've been boxing the majority of your career at that. All of a sudden, you want to go on a Jenny Craig diet? Come on, bro.
And then he couldn't control his weight. He was getting so big, and that's a major sign of you use something. You can't control your muscle mass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's when he said punching power declined too, bro. You know, that's saying like his punching power.
Yeah, and didn't he say that didn't he say he was doing like lighter weights and higher reps and stuff of that nature or something like that?
Yeah.
He can't control his muscle mass.
Yeah, the best way to do it is just not lift weights, man, and just do yoga. But yeah, he can't control his muscle mass because he was more than likely juicing, man, for the longest of time. You know what I mean? Because I remember him in the Olympics. He was a stick, and then all of a sudden he turns into this incredible Hulk figure, looking like a defensive end for the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? Over there in the UK. And now this dude didn't drop like 20 pounds. Come on, man. This dude definitely, like I said, when Deontay Wilder says something, I still try to stay with. But when Deontay Wilder says someone juicing, you gotta take the word for it, because I mean, this dude, his track record is good. Yeah,
Cali, they put college football on ESPN Plus. I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Go for it.
They put it on there. Yeah,
they did. Because I know if I did a top 25 video today, I'm gonna start pumping out way more college football content, man.
Like,
I know you in too. And we got adventure. Yeah, we supposed to be doing live streams and stuff like that coming. So, you know, as we especially as we get close.
On September 22nd, you got Texas A&M versus Alabama. You got.
you think I'm gonna stop watching Tech? That, you know, that's my boys.
You got Texas Christian University versus Texas, and not only that, you got Florida versus Tennessee, Michigan versus Nebraska, Wisconsin versus Iowa. Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State. I mean, you got a lot of games on here, man. Stanford and Oregon. Pac-12 play kickoff. ASU, Washington. That's gonna be a tough
Stanford and Oregon. That's a good. Look at all the good games, man. No one's watching that shit, man. Eddie, yeah, they're stupid, man. I tried to tell people, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, for y'all in the UK, man. If you think that people aren't gonna tune in to Texas A&M and Alabama, you got another thing coming, man. I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna pick that. They're gonna choose that. Definitely choose that over that boxing, man. College football is way more popular than boxing will ever be.
Texas, depending on the size of the game, they will fill up stadiums to watch the game in other cities. Not where the stadium. There's gonna be a total focus. Hell, Friday night and Saturday night is football love in the fall. You can't live.
Yeah, Saturday. Friday. College, you got high school football that people still is religiously with. Shout out to Georgia Boy for the super chat, bro. I'm gonna get in the chat right now. But Friday night, I'm gonna cover some local college football, local high school football from my other channel. And then Saturday afternoon, and after college football, I mean, you going out with your girl and your family. I mean, if you ain't one of these niggas that stay in your mama's basement, you know what I'm saying? You going out with your girl and your family. You make your rounds the last few warm days. I know the fall is my favorite season, you know.
Yep. And let's face Sunday.
Yeah, and then Sunday, if you boycott the football or whatever you do Sunday, I still watch football, NFL. I mean, I mean, that's what I do on Sunday, man. I give my girl and my daughter a few dollars to go get out my face, go to my mom, get your nails done, whatever. That's me. That's my time. You know what I'm saying?
Man, NFL ain't went to decline some, but it's still by far the biggest sport in America.
And period. I just said that earlier. But like I said, it's strange, man. World breaking boxing that this dude wants to put Povetkin and Joshua on the same day as the DAZN debuts, man, and on US TV. You know. We gonna crush that shit, and then today Bellator closed $100 million deal with his own. Like, who gives a fuck about Bellator?
All the UFC rejects are for where Bellator is.
Well, you know what? Bellator does have some promising fighters. The zone deal is not, to me, in my opinion, is not related to the boxing deal. The zone has to penetrate the American market. That's their problem. They can make all the announcements that they want. If they don't have any marketing penetration, that's going online or anything like that, they don't matter. Eddie Hearn has already lost significant momentum with Schaefer coming in and taking a bit of his budget away. Schaefer is obviously a far more experienced and better promoter, and you'll see the effects of it. And who gives a shit about Povetkin? I'm not paying $20 a month for a subpar app. I got enough money coming out of my pocket with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Microsoft. I mean, I got enough money coming out of my pocket, and then to pay for subpar boxing doesn't justify anything for me.
Yeah, I don't really watch, but I don't watch no real MMA. I'm not into that. You know, I try to watch it. I mean, what was it? Cormier and John Jones when they first fought. I mean, it's straight. You know, I'm not gonna shit on it, but I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, who is it gonna pull in if UFC is only doing 150K pay-per-view? Who gonna pay $10 to $15 to watch Bellator?
Oh, not very many people. Bellator is literally it's the junior league, but they have some potential. That's what I'm getting at there. The bottom line, pay-per-view wise, monetary wise, you can't compare MMA to boxing because you only got.
And then not even that, World Breaker, man. Think about it. What else is they gonna put on here? Remember, the date is closing in to announce this US TV deal. The 18 fighters that Eddie supposed to sign.
They don't have a sport they can put on there. There is no sport.
My point exactly.
MLS is the least watched, if you can call it a major sport in the country. Nobody watches soccer. Little soft ass kids and their crazy ass parents, maybe a Latin contingent that watches it. Nobody watches MLS. They got stadiums all over the country, but who goes?
And then what they gonna put on there? And then what they gonna put on there? The Little League World Series.
Hey man, I'm out here in the Bay Area, man. Mexicans are Raider and 49er fans.
Right.
And down in Southern California, Mexicans are Raider, 49er fans, Dallas Cowboy fans, Ram fans, Charger fans. They are not fans of the goddamn soccer. I'm just telling you right now.
They watch in their country or everywhere else, not in the United States where it's a facsimile. It's not popular.
What's up, Mr. DX Factor? What it do?
What's up?
Factor, my bad. What's going on, brother?
Thanks for letting me be on there, man. I wanted to chime in on that point you was making of why Joshua refusing that fight with Wilder. That video you made earlier when you was talking about do fighters fear each other, I'm telling you, man, I really believe Joshua, he's scared of Wilder the man, not even just losing something. Because it's a risk him fighting Povetkin. He could lose stuff with him. So, I mean, like I said, it's either two things. Either he's the fear, he's terrified, or he's on something. He knows it's going to come out if he has to fight Wilder. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I think everybody on this panel, somebody came to you and said, hey, I give you $50 million to fight Deontay Wilder right now. We jumping at it. We're going to
knock me the fuck out.
We're going to do it.
Man, I'm fighting him right now. Exactly. I said, can I fight him now?
I'll be like, wait a minute, I got a sledgehammer in my trunk. Let me go get it real quick.
I don't know what they said to him to make him not want to take that fight. That's what I'm saying. I think it's on him. I don't know if he has nightmares about Wilder or something. There's something going on though, but it's weird. Man.
I think it's the roids, man. I hate to put that out there. I think it's the roids. And now, when you get to this part, Eddie Hearn is throwing out a second date for Joshua and Wilder. He wants to do it April 13th at Wembley Stadium. So automatically, how do you come up with this date and pull it out your ass? He's already had this pre-calculated.
Yeah, didn't you just say the contract Wilder got didn't have a date or nothing on there?
Nope, no date or venue.
Remember, they brought up 2019 in the past, though, too, that they would fight Wilder in 2019. I still don't believe they're going to fight Wilder in 2019. I don't believe it.
Yeah, not fighting Wilder.
He's not fighting him, period. And if I'm Wilder, I'm not fighting him. After all this circus shit that's been going on, I would never fight him.
Hell no.
Talk about him.
But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, people say, "Oh, you just walk away." I wouldn't even fight that nigga. Be real, man. I just be happy with what I got, man. I get to 50-0. Yep. Shit, if I had to fight every other month, you know, if I had to fight the tomato cans of the division to get to 50-0 every other month like he used to, I just do that shit.
Yeah, because anybody who's been watching what's going on, they know Wilder wants to fight. It ain't on him. So just
anybody that's honest with themselves, and then also the WBC is full of shit too, man.
Not Triple H though, bro. My boy, I like you punch quote, but when it comes to this AJ shit, bro, I know it's
attention, dog. When it comes to this, dog, I don't pay him no attention.
Yeah, Louisiana versus Alabama, bro. Cause that's what it's about. Cause if Wilder's from Alabama and you're from Louisiana, so you hate them because of that. Because Alabama be waxing LSU ass. that has a lot to do.
Not even just that simple thing about Joshua and Wilder as well. I mean, you know, if I'm Wilder, I mean, I'm looking at the WBC sideways, bro, because Povetkin failed the drug test versus me. For he said the meldonium was in his system from October to January. Him and Sharapova both tested positive after there was banned in the top of 2016. Okay, Sharapova got a whole year suspended from the sport of tennis, and that's not even a combat sport where your life is on the line. Povetkin, nothing happened to Povetkin. 8 months later, whatever that is, November, December. Well, however they timeline this, he's about to fight Bermain Stavern. People don't know Stavern popped dirty first. Like I said, I'm a fair guy.
Yeah.
But they swept up under the rug. Then Povetkin popped dirty for Austrian. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a muscle builder. What is it? What was it? Whatever he said. He popped dirty for that. A totally different drug. They give him like a 6 months or year suspension, quote unquote. He still fights Johan Dunhap while he was juiced up because the Russian Commission gives it the thumbs up. He comes back in July. He fights a nobody. He comes back in December. December, he fight Christian Hammer. Then he comes back this past March and fights Price. So how does that qualify you fighting a nobody at first? Then fight Christian Hammer, a guy that was knocked out 3 times. You didn't knock out neither one of them nobodies. And Christian Hammer had been knocked out 3 times. You didn't knock him out neither. Okay? Then you fight David Price, who everybody knocks out. And you gifted top 3 position in WBC, top 3 position in the IBF, the IBO and WBA number 1 spot. Explain that to me. How does he not fight anybody and become number 1?
And
politics.
Point, man. And the crazy part is what the WBA, you saw what they did to Luis Ortiz, and then for some reason Povetkin's exempt. I guess he's able to.
And then the Ortiz situation, like I said, go back and watch my last video I just did about this Povetkin situation. Ortiz did not fail a drug test in the WBA. They supposedly have a random drug testing. He failed through the WBC. And remember, Lamont Peterson failed the drug test versus Amir Khan. Okay? They stripped him instantly. They stripped Ortiz instantly of his mandatory. Come out, both of them was clean. The sanctioning body that tested them and the drug organization that tested them both cleared their names. But did you think the WBA went back and ranked Luis Ortiz as the mandatory? No, they did not. They did not suspend Povetkin for failing 2 drug tests. They didn't suspend him at all neither. Well, Luis Ortiz don't get his mandatory shot back. How fair is that?
Yeah, crazy.
How freaking fair is that?
Somebody got to get Joshua out of here, man.
The sport needs to be federally regulated.
Exactly. And what's old boy that always say that? The dude that got the cops and boxing program, Teddy Atlas.
Yeah.
He always been saying that for the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Because if the sport is federally regulated, there wouldn't be a lot of people competing. You would literally have a thinning of the boxing community. if they federally regulated it, because a lot of these guys don't belong. A lot of these guys.
How's Antonio Margarito still fighting world ranking boxing? How is he still getting fucking sanctioned to fight?
Look at where all the sanctioning bodies are headquartered, bro. None of them are in the United States. They're all in Latin countries.
Yep. WBA just moved to Colombia, I think.
Right.
So he cited the WBA president cited it.
WBA is based out of Panama.
But they moved it. Well, they moved it to Panama. They moved it to Colombia because they moved it to whoever the president's daughter went to college at. So she went to college somewhere else. He just did an interview last year moving it. So they moved it.
Well,
that's a fact.
That these organizations have a history of taking bribes. They just have a history of doing it. They have a history of rewriting the rankings. It just permeates. Don King was probably the most prevalent at doing it. Once he had control of an organization, that was it. That belt, no matter what happened with that belt, Don King was behind it. He was in the ring when it was won. That's probably the worst example of it. But it still goes on. People and all we do is have the power to stop watching. We have the power to choke these people out. And that's
we're breaking boxing. He just did it again, Don King. Amir Khan had got knocked out and still was the #1 WBC contender. Charles Hadley got a shot at Jamil Charlo's belt, and he didn't deserve that neither. And both of them was Don King fighters.
Yep. And that's Don King, till the day he dies, is going to have some measure of power. You know, and that's
WBC, because he was cool with the daddy. And that relationship trickled down to the son. Don't let the WBC fool you neither. We be crooks, like James Toney said. They in Canelo and Oscar's back pocket too.
They all crooks. And that's why we got to keep up the pressure on these people, on these organizations like Golden Boy and Top Rank. We already know Top Rank days are numbered because there ain't no way Bob Arum living to 100 and managing that business. And there's no way that Oscar De La Hoya can continue to behave as he is and be deemed as a credible business person. We already know that his business is torn up. We already know that
about Richard Schaefer.
Exactly, but just like when Blood Boxing went to the website, looked at the website, how dated it was, how the information was bad. That's the problem. You know, we have the ability, since we're 21st century, to shoot these people in the head as far as business goes. And I'm ready to do that, and I'm going to do that. And I know you brothers out there killing them with the information, but it's more than information. It has to be a campaign. You know, they put their propaganda out. All we got is the truth, and we got to maintain it.
Definitely agree with that. And if you can take the WBO, you can take that up out of there. Other than in 2006, that's when it became a part of being undisputed as well too. It ain't been nothing but 12 years, if that. You know, depending on the month.
And really, the only belt that I guess the IBF is all somewhat okay. But the IBO will be one of the ones. I know the IBO ain't a real belt now, but we can elevate it to a real belt and get rid of the rest of them. At least it has computer-based rankings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's something. Instead of the bullshit rankings that we continue to get.
So honestly, they need to wipe every belt off and stage an interview for these belts, man. These sanctioned belt bodies. They get a federal, like he said, a federal governing body, and you can take the top 2 or 3 belts, and then you can move on from there. No more than 3. I will have 2 main belts and 1 developmental belt for guys like Haney and Timo Lopez and stuff of that nature.
They need to merge. They need to merge all the belts, and they need to have grades of the belt. So essentially, you have a world heavyweight champion, for example, and then you have a first grade belt, which makes you a contender or the one of the top 2 contenders. You know, they got to. All the confusion comes from having all of these sanctioning bodies. The only way you choke out a sanctioning body is make them illegal in a country where they fight. No one's going to go out and go fight for a belt in Japan if they can't get the pay-per-view proceeds that they can in America. So that eliminates that belt. You know, if you make certain things illegal, you'll see what happens. You'll see what they do. They'll either conform or they'll slowly die.
You're right, though, because think about it for this. If they can't get any of this U.S. market money, what are they going to do? Because at the end of the day, they need the money from this country right here. I don't care what some of you guys out of the UK, what you guys saying. There's some of you Americans who are over there trying to, for whatever reason, want to be Team AJ. I don't understand that shit whatsoever.
Cool.
Why you want to be Team AJ? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Go ahead. No, so they need our money. A lot. If you don't know, because Canelo fights out of America. He's Mexican, but he fights out of America. His revenue stream comes from here. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the most of their money, the most of these sanctions bodies' money, comes from America. It's American driven, and it's always been that way, and it's going to continue to be that way. And if we're able to control it with the federal government, we can change the way things are done. We know that's a fact.
Hey, King Draw said. Hey, King Draw said, "How's the Olympics? How's the Olympics? I lost that damn comment. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
How is Olympic
boxing corrupt? I mean, the Olympic boxing, the amateur boxing in the whole is more corrupt than a professional game. I know it's hard for people to believe that, but it is. Judges is paid off. I mean, refs are paid off.
You ain't lying about amateur judges are fucking super corrupt, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. When you see some of these fights and how many guys have gotten screwed over the years who should have been gold medalists, man. It's been an absolute disgrace. Even on a domestic level over here, man, I see a lot of the Olympic coaches, man. You know, a lot of the amateur coaches, you know, saying this was a robbery and this and that and this and that, and that's why you see a lot of guys like Lubin skipping over the Olympics. Because I mean, why am I gonna go fight for something and basically be fighting for free and get robbed and waste my time, and I can just go pro and just make money. And if I get robbed, at least I'm gonna make money on my way to, you know, whatever's gonna happen. They need to come up with a computer-based scoring, man, or something, man. You know what I'm saying? They have to come up with not something where humans can interfere with, maybe something where you put like sensors in the gloves where you can score. You know what I mean? The impact of the punch of scoring. I mean, that could be down the line, but that eliminates these damn judges and the corruption, man, which is obvious. I mean, that's a way to do it, in my opinion, man. Because you know what I mean? Every punch can't be considered equal. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's not. You know, they consider every punch is not a jab, considered to be a power punch, which is bullshit. Yeah. We know damn well because we watch Oleksandr Usyk, and I like Oleksandr Usyk, and I also like Vasily Lomachenko and Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and even Jared Hurd. A lot of the punches they throw are arm punches. They're arm shots. That's not a power punch. A power punch is we sit down on something and get leverage behind it. Turn your body into it, your legs into it, your body, your feet to your legs, to your core, to your torso, to your shoulder. You turn right into the punch. A lot of them guys just punch at the target. They don't punch through the target. If you don't know when I say punch at and through the target, look at Conor McGregor. Right. He punching at the target. You want to punch through the target, but hey.
There's very few fighters whose jabs are actually power punches.
Yeah, Triple G. Triple G got a good power punch jab when he chooses to use it.
Yeah, Charlo and Wilder. DeMar Charlo's jab is a power punch to me. You know, but the thing is, Ray, if you discredit these so-called sanctioning bodies, half your problem is solved. Regulation comes with testing, of course, and testing. They've done a good job with testing because these fighters are avoiding the testing by turning down $50 million fights or finding other excuses to not make a fight. So you got one portion of the problem solved. The other one is regulatory, period. You cannot continue to have a viable sport when it has this history of subterfuge and crookedness. It just is. These guys have been getting away with murder and they're being cornered. So, you know, AJ, in my eyes, has there's nothing he can recover for ducking his fight. There's absolutely.
And then if you look at AJ, I'm gonna let Mr. Dex Factor get in. If you look at AJ, man, you know they did VADA testing for the Klitschko fight, right? Allegedly, they did VADA testing. He got dropped versus an old man who couldn't even drop Fury. Okay? And ever since then, that fight, he looked like dog shit, man. Khan, he couldn't even hurt Khan. That's the guy who Povetkin stopped, all right? Juiced up or not. You know, he didn't look good versus Joseph Parker neither. I mean, he got hurt to the body and he got hurt to the head without even a clean punch. So, I mean, the proof's in the pudding, in my opinion, dog. It really is in the pudding. I think this dude was juicing. It's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not reaching. I'm providing some type of factual statements about that. If you look since the Vladimir Klitschko fight, they was supposedly did random drug tests, and I'm not sure if it's vital for show. His performance has dropped off each fight since then. Who did he fight before Vladimir Klitschko, Callie?
Who did he fight before Vladimir Klitschko?
Probably somebody's parent. Elementary school.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
That's his resume.
Yeah, go look that up. No, listen, I know I've seen it because I to be honest with you, I started watching AJ not right at the Olympics, but right before, like 2 fights before the Dillian White fight when I really started watching AJ. I saw him in the Olympics, but I don't even care about it. I didn't think he was
okay.
All
He fought Eric Molina, which he stopped him in 3 rounds.
Right.
And then before Eric Molina, he fought Dominic Brazil. He stopped him in 7 rounds. Before Dominic Brazil,
there's something suspect about that Molina fight, though, bro. Just saying.
Then Charles Martin, he fought him before that and won the titles. And then before that, obviously, was Dillian White.
But look at who he's fought, bro. I'm looking at box record right now. There are no names on here but Vladimir Klitschko.
That's how
Right.
they'll
try to sell you. They'll try to sell you that Joseph Parker is a name. I'm like, who the fuck is he fought? And who? And
hold on, Joseph Parker, dog. Joseph Parker arguably lost to the fat guy, man. Andrew Ruiz, dog. He lost to that motherfucker, man. I don't care what nobody say. And he lost to Fury.
A lot of people think he lost to Khan too, but just saying. I mean, so those are the 3 fights right there, man. That are questionable. And neither 3 of them guys are any good. Those are not world beaters.
AJ's never fought outside his country. Every fight is in the UK. This guy is totally a fabrication. They don't want him outside the country.
They want him to be the Commonwealth champion.
Right. He has to have home field advantage in order to be successful. This is quite obvious. Dude, 24 to 25 fights in, you should have been world travel by now, homie. You can't have fights at home.
Let's look at Josh Taylor's track record real quick, man. This is a guy who's fought in America 3 times already, fellas. And he only got 13 fights. He's fought, hold on, I'm about to put it up right now.
But he isn't with Eddie Hearn.
He's fought in El Paso, Texas at the Don Haskins Center, his debut. Then he's fought at the Barclays Centers. And he fought at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Nevada. So he's already fought 3 times in America at 13-0 with 11 knockouts. AJ ain't fought 1 time outside the UK.
But I tell you that Josh Taylor ain't no punk, man. He believes he can beat all these dudes, bro. There's a difference in the mindset between Josh Taylor and Anthony Joshua. There's a difference in the mindset of these 2 dudes, man. You know what I mean? One guy has actually been made and who actually has skills. Because I'm sorry, I know CJ agrees with me. AJ ain't skilled, man. You know, this is myth that a lot of these matter for Eddie Hearn and some of these other people put out there that he's just so skilled. He's so technical. He has some technical abilities, but he's a flat-footed robot, stiff. He's a fucking stiff. There's no fluidity to his game whatsoever. Outside of him being very heavy-footed on top of that, and of course I told you fighting off the front foot. If he's not really landing combinations, he ain't shit. He has to set up his combinations. He has a decent jab, nothing special. He does throw nice combinations though. His combinations are beautiful. They're picture perfect, man. When he's throwing combinations, it's definitely stop pay for that. Go ahead.
Hold on. Kush says Floyd never left the U.S. the first time. I don't know what the first time means. He ain't got to leave the U.S. That's Floyd. Why would he leave the U.S.? He in the #1 market for boxing. When you in the #1 market of boxing, you ain't got to leave. So bye.
Facts. This is where most of the money is by far. Y'all UK dudes, you cannot compare yourself to America when my state, I'm in the state of California, has a bigger GDP than your entire fucking country. Shut the fuck up.
Not even just that. They can't even fucking compare to the continent of Asia. They can't compare to Japanese boxing, to be honest. We talking about viewerships and money for the Japanese boxing.
Yeah, over there, Tokyo, Japan, hell no. Japan, they got way more money over there. And
you look at the situation. You look at the situation in the UK. Let's keep it real. When have y'all guys ever been on top of the boxing game? I'm dead serious.
Not in their history.
Never.
Not in history since I was breathing. When have the UK ever been on top of the boxing game? In the times that you were close to be on top of the boxing game, you guys needed American help. Manuel Stewart, Klitschko, Manuel Stewart, Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis doesn't count. Lennox Lewis Canadian, bro. And I'm always
Canadian. My bad. He's Jamaican Canadian. But if y'all just want so happen to borrow Lennox Lewis, y'all want to borrow Klitschko from Ukraine and Germany, where the fuck he said he from? He want to claim. But they both needed Emmanuel Stewart.
Hey,
That's a fact.
Go
ahead, Dex Factor.
I got 2 questions for y'all. The first one, this whole Joshua thing, would y'all say it's the biggest duck in boxing history?
Yes.
Easy?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
$50 million.
Let's think about it. Hold on. Let's think about it for a minute. The Riddick Bowe duck of Lennox Lewis, that was crazy, bro. I couldn't put that above that one.
I can.
$50 million.
$50 million. That's
$50 million.
You can say $50 million. Hold on. You can say $50 million though. Okay. This is a guy that put his belt in the trash can, and then he said that I don't want to fight Lennox Lewis because he was gay. I can't put that over that.
Arguable that Rick Bowe is suffering from mental illness. I mean, I looked at that video of the guy yesterday. Now he's touched. I'm sitting up here looking at him with an interview with Evander Holyfield in a boxing gym. I'm like, damn, he is fucked up. And I can see Riddick Bowe's erratic behavior throughout his career at that time. I don't think he was.
Man, I feel you on that. But anytime a nigga throw they trash in the throw they belt in the trash and say a nigga was gay, because I want to fuck that, dog. I'm sorry. That's the bit, man. That's one of my historic ducks in history, dog.
It is. But here's the thing, though. We already know AJ. This is why I still put on AJ too, because we already know that he was going to duck Luis Ortiz. He was going to throw the belt away for against Luis Ortiz. So it's like he's already proven you that he's willing to duck the toughest guys in the division. So to me, with the money, when you add the money in, it makes it #1.
Oh, all right, we got other ducks too around here too. That's a good question. I know you got another one. I'm trying to think through
Jared Hurd, what he's doing, and Keith Thurman. Jared Hurd and Keith Thurman, what they doing right now?
Jared Hurd! Jared fucking hey, dog. Hey, this fool, dog. This nigga, dog. Did you see the picture that he put up, Cali, dog?
Oh yeah, the one you showed me. Yeah, that dude was looking fruity.
Not that one. The one he put up where he was battling the lion. Somebody drew him battling the lion.
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
He's a fucking hell. He's a hell.
And then have surgery on your shoulder after you was gonna fight Kell Brook, because Kell Brook was available. He wasn't gonna have that surgery. I knew he was getting ready to duck. I already knew before then, but I knew it was confirmed when he started saying, I need to face Orthodox fighters. I got to fight right-handed fighters. I need to just, I got to fight right-handed fighters first. Fuck out of here, nigga. Like I said, man, you know this is going to happen. He just needed an out. He needed an out. I said, he started Keith Thurman like, man, Keith Thurman did it. Why can't I? He said that Keith Thurman was talking to him. No, I guarantee you.
Oh, you about to say.
You was about to make a video. He about to go in on that nigga.
Roy Babineau said Sugar Ray Leonard versus Aaron Pryor, big duck. They said Marvin Hagler dug Mike McCullum as well.
Yeah, all of them did. So did Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard. All dug McCullum, man. All of them. So it's not new. And we all know
the other question.
Boxing been doing this for ages, bro. All the ducking tactics, this ain't new. This has been going on for life.
And people get mad at me when I say, People get mad when I say Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Marvin. How you duck somebody that's not in your weight class? Obviously, he waited for that motherfucker to have a war with Mugabe, John the Beast Mugabe, to pick his right opportunity. But Mr. Dex Factor, what's your other question?
And the other one, we know Joshua's a coward, duck, and all this and that. But then we got Povetkin, who's a known PD abuser. Who do we root for?
Right.
I'm be rooting for a good ass. I'm be rooting for Michigan that day, and I'm be rooting for a good ass game between Jimbo Fisher and motherfucking Nick Saban. That's what I'll be rooting for that day. I really don't.
I'm going to I'm rooting for Povetkin, but I'll take if I do stream that shit on the side.
Hey, hold on, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Hey, y'all hold it down. I gotta feed my dog. Just hold it down for me.
Okay, yeah. Let me just say this. If I do watch that fight, I'm not watching it on the zone. I'm gonna let you know that shit right now.
Oh, yeah,
There's other means. Believe me that. But let me just say this though, man. You know what I'm saying? I know about this. This is all kind of stuff. This is why I was happy when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Terry Norris, man. When Terry Norris beat the shit out of beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Leonard, I was happy as fuck. Due to the fact that I know that Marvin Hagler got robbed against I couldn't stand Sugar Ray Leonard at that time either, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought he definitely had bitch tendencies, man, with all his ducking and shit. Yeah. So, man, yeah, I did not like Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of him. I was a big fan of Marvin Hagler. I was a big fan of Mike McCollum. Man, I was a big fan of a lot of guys, but I did not like Sugar Ray Leonard, man. I'm not gonna try to pretend like I did. I know a lot of people were huge fans of his. And as a matter of fact, I remember being a kid and my dad inviting people over to the house to the pay-per-view. The whole bunch of people came over, and they were all Sugar Ray Leonard fans. And my dad and I were the only ones in the house rooting for Marvin Hagler. And we were watching Marvin Hagler win 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the fucking round. And then Sugar Ray Leonard, the last 10 fucking seconds, as soon as the bell rang, ding, 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 starts throwing a little fluid. And they said he stole the round. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit, man. He got his ass whipped up 2 minutes and 50 seconds of each round. And how the fuck you win the round? You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm telling you, man, that was absolute garbage, man. I still get pissed about that shit today, man. I sat down. I remember watching that shit as a kid, and my other said, I can't believe that he just got robbed. I mean, I've seen so much bullshit and robbery and judges like Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. It was a goddamn disgrace. I never seen somebody get so ass with one-sided. People talk about Floyd Canelo. No, this was way worse than Floyd Canelo. Way worse. This was a complete fucking shutout, and they called it a draw. It's Don King right there. Don King in the pockets.
Yeah.
That's the magic of Don King fuckery, and that's what it is. And that's how he rolls. You know, the way I look at these things today, man, I don't want to talk about Anthony Joshua tomorrow, but I know I'm going to have to. I don't want to mention Eddie Hearn's name, but I know I'm going to have to, because we have to keep the pressure on this guy, and the pressure's not as great because he keeps his base close. He's not over here, so you can't really highlight his failures in America thus far. But what we can do is boycott the zone. What we can do is never watch an AJ fight. You know, we can do that. We boxing fans, we hardcore boxing fans, but at the end of the day, these guys don't deserve my eyes or my money. And under no circumstance at this point, him fight, the only way I'm going to watch him fight is if that fight.
You know what? You got to go beyond that. Anything Matchroom gets shitted on. Matchroom gets no love. No love.
That's what I mean.
Absolutely no love. Complete utter destruction of everything tied to Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Jesus Garcia says, watch it on YouTube for free. Totally agree. Rob, they punk asses.
Hey, and that includes, sorry, Danny Jacobs, man, you're a casualty of war, bro. I can't fuck with you, man. You can't sign with Matchroom.
Danny Jacobs, he ain't getting nothing out of Eddie Hearn. What was the point even signing?
Rick Ford says, this Kush let me on the panel. You guys talking shit and blocking people. Hey, I don't have control of no blocks, Rick Ford, but you guys are brave on that keyboard Rambo shit. I swear. Hey,
Man, yeah. They say y'all over there, man. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. Like I said, man, you guys. I'm sure that it's still a whole bunch of y'all, and some of you Americans over here who still siding with AJ. I don't get it, man. What is it with you that want to stick with someone who conducts himself in this manner? What is it? Do you have a homosexual fetish with this guy? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because it makes no sense for you to want to side with the guy who conducts himself in this manner. I mean, this guy's a pussy. I mean, there's no way in the world I could actually ride with someone who acts like this, man.
Callie, look at this
guy is a bum, bro. I mean, he's straight pussy, man. I can't fuck with dudes like this, bro. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we got some dudes that are just bitch made and enjoy bitch made motherfuckers, man. Because so I'm from California, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Man, we don't like hoe niggas, bro. I'm telling you, man. You know, as a matter of fact, there's a saying out of the city across the Bay Bridge, the Oakland San Francisco Bay Bridge. It's called San Francisco. They call it city. They call it. You know what they used to call it? Sucker free. Yeah, what's up? We stay sucker free, man. And motherfuckers fucking with AJ, man. Y'all some suckers, man. And you know what I'm saying? My whole life, I go my whole life staying sucker free. It don't seem like a lot of y'all have. It seems like a lot of y'all love to be suckers, man. I don't get it.
Let me ask you this, Callie. You think Eddie Hearn and AJ getting together tonight, and they're gonna have a little dinner right before they put on the jump?
Yeah, man. Oh man! Oh, I told you, AJ. I told you, JJ the DIB. I told you, AJ the DIB. Dick in the booty, nigga, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
I was so trying to figure out what the fuck that was in my head.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you, man, what he is. Y'all be seeing him rolling around with that one nigga with no shirt. They be all. Every time you see him with that black nigga, both of them ain't got no shirts on. Be hugging each other, his hands, and his arms be wrapped around that nigga neck and shit, around his shoulder. Come on, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. That nigga
we got some good news, though.
Over there playing Sylvester and shit in the background.
Yeah, man, that nigga a whole bitch, man.
Hey, Callie, check this out. Christian Shields and Gabriel peaked at 410,000 viewerships. That's real good.
Oh, that's damn good, especially women's boxing. I'm telling you, women's boxing is really on the ride. I've said this, man. And that was a good fight, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you this right now. People don't. A lot of people ain't hearing this. I'm trying to tell you guys. Women's boxing, and I'm gonna tell you why women's boxing. As long as they don't go to this fuck shit that the men are doing, women's boxing is gonna rise and gonna get very popular because we get the fights you want to get. We get the fights you want to get.
Not only just that, the 2 minutes make it interesting as well too.
Yeah, the fights are short. It's not lasting as long and all drawn out.
So you got to hustle faster to score.
Exactly. It changes the dynamic of the sport, man. I agree, man. And it's like arena football down there, man. You know what I mean? Why arena football was popular because it was a niche playing in a basketball arena. You know, half the field. You know what I'm saying? And the clock don't stop. The clock continues to run. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different dynamic.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's gonna rise, man. It's gonna rise, man. I'm happy for it, man. I mean, we're getting something.
And look at Dan Rayfield, old punk self, talking about on his channel, say it averaged 360,000 viewerships. But anytime on the takeoff fight, he put a peak. Yup.
Dan Rayfield's hover around riding ass need to sit his fat ass down somewhere.
You know how big that nigga is? I was seeing him stand next to Miss Raging Bull, Rochelle Rosado. That motherfucker make 100 of her, dog. That nigga was just fat for no reason. Like, God, if I get that big, just kill a nigga, dog.
Oh, Lord, motherfucker.
Just kill a nigga, dog. Nigga, can he find his fucking penis, dog? Do it even work?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's no way in the world that Dan Rayfield ever played sports, bro. He ain't never. I bet you guys anything. He's never played sports, ever.
Of course he hasn't, bro.
A lot of Stevie Kim. What sport Stevie Kim played? Look, I can even see him play lacrosse. Motherfuckers in the chest.
He said, I'm a professional hot dog eating motherfucker. That's what I am.
Steve can't play chess.
This shit too much.
Yeah, Steve can't play chess. That's about as much as he played.
Motherfucker had no athletic bone in their fucking bodies, nigga.
Nah. Chess player, bro.
He's
remember the debate team. Remember
getting pushed. Hey, getting pushed in the locker. They won't let me out till the gym teacher come in and let me out. Ass motherfucker, dog.
Like I said, remember
what's old boy that hopped up? Hey, what's old boy that hopped out the trunk and hangover? Mr. Chow ass motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah.
Mr. Chow ass.
Dan Rayfield ain't tied his shoe in 24 years.
He got slip-ons. He got slip-ons.
Got tied shoes.
Motherfucking chin the size of my motherfucking stomach.
He can help putting the shoes on.
Motherfucking fingers look like croissants.
Right. At least Eddie Hearn looked like he might have grabbed a rebound or did something. You know what I'm saying? At 6'5", at least he might have did something. You know what I'm saying? Dan Rayfield, Stevie Kim, Doug Fisher, the hell up out of here.
Dan Rayfield, I'm built like a wall.
Hey, real break. I bet Kevin Ioli can outrun fucking Dan Rayfield. He old as shit.
Hey bro. Dude, I think if Dan Rayfield actually ran 3 steps, he have a heart attack on the spot.
Man, motherfucker, a heart fall out that nigga throat. Is it a 4 for 4 for Wendy's?
He the kind of motherfucker at Walmart riding them fucking hover rounds. Going.
I mean, real talk. What boxing rider, like what boxing rider that you say, oh, I wouldn't run up on him? I mean, what boxing rider look like you?
What can he do to you though? He can't do shit to you.
I mean, really, if they took the real interest into Madison Square Garden, or the real interest into the Barclays Center, and came in like I came in, come on. It be open season on the motherfuckers most of the shit. If motherfuckers actually read what they said too.
Hey,
they go through the back door.
Who's Carlton Palmer in the chat? Talking about facts and facts. Why isn't Wilder unified even after 40 fights?
Why do they keep saying stupid stuff like that?
Well, they all repeat this shit over and over and over again. You motherfuckers, man, just parrot shit. Y'all, none of y'all know what's going on. All you fucking parrots don't know shit, man. Man, why don't you go hang yourself or something? I mean, you guys get on my last. I'm sick and tired of you fucking trolls, man. For real. Why? It's a shame you get to breathe the same air that I get to breathe. For real, man. I mean, you guys are a disgrace to the sport of boxing too. Don't want to watch no more.
Hold on. I can explain why he didn't unify. Okay, there are videos on it. Why he didn't unify with Charles Martin is because obviously Al Heyman, basically matched his career to the highest bidder, which Eddie Hearn reportedly put $6.57 million up. He paid Martin basically for the belt. Then he goes on to get the WBA belt versus Vladimir Klitschko because Luis Ortiz had a deal in place with Team Joshua, Matchroom, Vladimir Klitschko in the WBA to fight the winner next. He could have fought Vladimir Klitschko, but Klitschko asked him to let him fight Joshua for the belt, and Ortiz retarded ass said, yeah, and hopefully he got some money out of it. That's how, he got that belt because of the Klitschko fight. And then the Joseph Parker fight, obviously Joseph Parker seen Wilder knock out Gerald Washington. I think that's the fight he was at, according to the homie Lawrence Williams. And Joseph Parker didn't want to fight him after that. Joseph Parker missed a WBC mandated vital drug test. He missed a drug test. That's public information. So that's the reason he got 3 belts. I don't care if you got 3 belts. At the end of the day, if Wilder is such a bum, a crumb eater, a weak ass motherfucker, why are you lowballing him not to fight him?
Why isn't he fighting him?
Then get mad when he accepts
trash.
And then on top of that, I mean, show me somebody else that's 40-0 with 39 knockouts. You got motherfuckers from Thailand and from Kyrgyzstan and from the UK. Y'all got all them bums walking around y'all streets. All them domestic UK bums y'all put on this card. I mean, Kell Brook fought a guy with like a 30 and 60-some record, dog. Why ain't none of them fucking 40-0 with 39 knockouts? DOH bros with Povetkin KO Joshua. I really don't know, man, to be honest. I honestly don't know.
They KO each other.
No, then we're going to have to wait.
Was Mike Tyson?
All right. Let's talk about, who would you want to win? Like me, personally, I mean, it's tough to really know who I would want to win. If I was just a rooting fan, which I really just don't really, I'm a fan of the fight, to be honest. I don't mind seeing the fight because Anthony Joshua, he could be fighting some bum-ass motherfucker that I really don't care about and get an easy pass. But, I mean, just knowing that the juice is on the table, it's the pet affair. mean, I don't know, man. Who I'd rather win, man. To be honest,
Povetkin, man. Anything against Joshua, I'm with. I can't stand that dude, man. He's done.
The positive thing about Povetkin is he almost fucking 40, so he gonna want to make a unification bout with Wilder as soon as possible, especially with that whole escrow thing going on. But you know he gonna drag that bitch to Russia, man. And that fight wouldn't be nowhere near as big as the Joshua fight and Wilder fight could be. You know, I mean, I really wouldn't give a shit who really won, but I mean, just for the sake of boxing, and if you know Joshua and Wilder can do boxing, heavyweight boxing, in silence and fight, that'd be a better fight.
Listen, the bottom line is there is nobody that's 40-0 with 39 KOs. Mike Tyson, I'm looking at his box record right now. He didn't do it. George Foreman didn't do it.
I just saw a nigga look like Jared Hurd, bro. He fruity as shit in this motherfucking gas station I just went to, bro. I mean, got that little yellow hair and everything going, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember nobody that really done it.
Nobody's done it, bro. Not that I can recall.
I mean, it's a lot of guys that did bum-ass their whole career. Rocky Marciano, you don't recognize half the name. Well, shit, 90% of the names of his list.
Rocky Marciano fight geriatrics, bro. His record is so suspect.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, who was it? Pacquiao. Well, he got stopped 2 times his career. First couple in early his career. I mean, Barrera didn't do it. Morales didn't do it. Jeff Lacey, obviously, he was another big puncher. Never had a chance to really do it. Who was his big puncher? There's been a lot of punchers. Matisse never did it. Remember, Matisse he got the greatest power we ever seen in the sport of boxing. Madonna didn't do it. Kotelnik didn't do it. They was all in the same class.
Guy you can compare, and he wasn't fighting no high quality dudes.
Hey, you know, here's the thing though. That's what they always like to talk about. Well, he knocked out 39 bombs. I'm like, motherfucker, no one knocks out people at that rate. No one. Y'all do it? Y'all just say that because y'all don't want. Huh?
Did Triple G do it?
Y'all just say it again.
Did Triple G do it?
No, Triple G didn't do it. Y'all say that shit because you want to protect your precious AJ. Because you know his ass, if he would have been next, he would have been number 40. Guaranteed. I would guarantee he was going to be number 40.
Hey, hold up. Fat Apple says Marciano fought Joe Louis, not a geriatric. He fought a destroyed 37, nearly 38-year-old Joe Louis, bro. Way past.
You know how many times they were fighting? How many times Joe Louis and all them do? How many times they were fighting? And you trying to make that credible? Fat Apple, shut the fuck up, man.
I saw it on Box Rec. Get the fuck out of here with that. You gotta look.
Oh my God, he never charged. And I got to try to protect AJ at all costs. My name's Fat Apples. I don't want Anthony Jr. to be out there getting knocked upside his head. You know, we gonna have something over the U.S. now. Because, you know, Fat Apples, remember you used to say all that shit? Fat Apples used to say that the UK was taking over boxing and shit like that. And then one day,
a lot of people said that. Remember, they had one more world championship than champion than the United States did. A lot of people, I'm like, that shit don't mean shit, man. That shit don't mean shit, man. I'm just saying, man. Fat Apple's my man's 100 grand left hand, right hand, but y'all don't have no defense in the UK. Y'all don't have no.
I gotta fuck with it.
You know, in the UK, they don't teach not one ick of defense. Who is the greatest defensive fighter in UK history? That's another question. Come on, so come on, UK guys. Tell me
the one that dodged off goddamn fights. Shit. Call it AJ.
Man, y'all guys know
you can't answer my question before we go, Fat Apples. I thought that was my man's. Who's the greatest defensive fighter from the UK?
Shit.
Like I said, the UK fighters are known for being punching bags for the American fighters.
Come on, man. Who the greatest? Come on, where these UK guys go? Mr. Palmer. I mean, Fat Apples, man. Where are these UK guys at, man? Who the greatest defensive fighter?
Time to go, but Fat Apple says it's time to go, but you open yourself up to some bullshit with that Joe Louis.
Joe Calzaghe. He says Joe Calzaghe is the greatest defensive fighter in UK history.
Shit.
Hey, he got knocked down by old ass, way past his time, Roy Jones.
Hey, and that motherfucker not even a millionth greatest defensive fighter in America. He ain't making top of the million.
But that's the point, though, man. As listen, you get don't get a butthurt, Fat Apple. Like I said, you still cool, but you got to be checked, man, because you know you said some crazy shit over this past year, man.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. He said Marciano beat Archie Moore. Wasn't Archie Moore like a fucking 100 years old too?
Shit. Marciano's hella fucking old, bro.
Didn't he move up from light heavyweight too? Didn't he move from light heavyweight? See, I ain't the smartest nigga in the room, but
fucking Archie Moore was still using hair grease and shit when they fought. He didn't have no fucking moisturizer or conditioner. That motherfucker had a conk. Come on, dog. Man, they should put an asterisk next to people who fight over 37. Period.
Hey, let me say this real quick. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something about
that shit was true. Box rack, this is World Breaking Box. He right. And he put a red little asterisk star next to a nigga that's above 36 and up. You gotta have a fucking red asterisk next to your resume when you beat a nigga.
I'm dead serious about that too, bro. They need to, because you are post physical prime. Your testosterone doesn't produce as much as it used to. You are not the fighter or the man that you used to be. There has to be an asterisk.
Them same niggas gonna be on that Frank Thomas Nugenics commercial and shit. When I fought Canelo Alvarez, I couldn't do shit the first fight. But Frank Thomas gave me Nugenics, and I've been whooping and knocking out his redhead ass ever since.
Hey, let me say this though. Hey, you know it's funny thing, you guys. You know how long Americans been whooping fighters' ass. You guys' favorite fighters are all out of America. When you guys, every time I see UK, fans and stuff like that, you guys have thumbnails of Floyd Mayweather, not of British fighters, but of American fighters. That's how big the gap between the UK and America is when it comes to this boxing shit. We ain't even in the same league. We the big leagues, and y'all is still pee-wee. That's where it is.
I mean, ain't nobody even fucking with the illest nigga in Nebraska right now from the UK. Y'all got a bunch of fucking welterweights and junior welterweights. They Nebraska.
They need to call the British welterweight division the fucking Pan Am Games, because that's exactly
I know you bad as hell, bro. But you know these things are facts, though, bro. Y'all know we not telling the truth. I mean, y'all know we telling the truth about this. You know we telling the truth. Yep. Y'all fighters can't stand up to our best. Matter of fact, our middle guys are usually better than your top guys. Hell, we even got some bottom guys.
Oh shit, you might be right. I know Yugas is not from America, but he's adopted. He probably whoop Amir Khan and kill Brook ass.
Yeah, he would.
If you ever watch a British broadcast of a boxing match, oh, he's the greatest. Look at this. We're so deep in our fighters and all this bullshit, bro. I am watching a motherfucker that's built like melted plastic fight another motherfucker built like a beach ball.
Dillian White, Lucas Brown.
Hey, look, hell yeah. This is high level boxing here, mate. This is high level boxing. The guy with the Jordan 3s on from 30 years ago and the hoop shorts on is absolutely marvelous against 33 and 39 Billy Joe Johnson. This is high level boxing.
They were still treating David Price as credible, man. They were still treating David Price. I'm like, David Price is a fucking bum. Always has been. He's never been a fucking credible fighter. But only over there on UK networks is this motherfucker propped up. Because motherfucker like, who's fighting this fucking bum, David Price? It's like, this is the type of fighter we'd feed David Price to our fucking prospect. We'd feed David Price to our prospect.
Hey, when Seth Mitchell got knocked out 2 times, they told that nigga retire. David Price, he passed his expiration date, dog.
Hey, Ricky Hatton came over here. Ricky Hatton came over here. Pacquiao said, fuck you, and Mayweather said, fuck you too. That's exactly what happened. And so
and that nigga got his ass whooped by Floyd and motherfucking and Pacquiao. That motherfucker went to the devil's dandruff. Motherfucker started sniffing the devil's dandruff and went into depression.
Hey, every time they market somebody big, the only guy that ever came over here and won some fights was Calzaghe, and Calzaghe fought 2 big names well past their primes. And honestly,
I can't say Bernard Hopkins was past his prime. That ain't fair.
What I say about Bernard Hopkins is that's the style of fight that beats Bernard Hopkins. But Roy Jones Jr., he couldn't beat a 1993-94 Roy Jones Jr.
Hell no.
95, 96, 98 Roy Jones Jr. Are you serious? Nobody, man. Calzaghe benefited from being in Wales for the longest time. And he got to come over here and fight.
And then when he got thick, then when he got thick, he got the fuck up out of here.
Yep.
When he got thick, he got that up out of there.
He said, I got my two off to the British Hall of Fame.
Right. Nigga, when he sniffed Andre Ward, he seen how tough Kessler was when he fought Kessler. He sniffed the Frotches coming and the Pascal and all them coming. He got the hell up out of there.
He quit. He got it there. He want to know Andre would have whooped Andre, but would have been Joe Collins.
August Berg, been talking. Hold on. August Berg been talking shit. He said Calzaghe was 40 years old. Motherfucking Bernard 50.
I know.
Bernard 50, nigga. Still fighting Kovalev, motherfucker.
Hey, that's the same. That's like Pop-Tart.
That's why
you're like a Pop-Tart, dude. So you know what Pop-Tarts are saying? Look at Floyd waited till Pacquiao got old. Floyd is 3 years older than Pacquiao. You like saying just one of the fucking Pop-Tarts. Sit your ass down, nigga.
August Berg say you guys are full of shit, mate. I'm just fucking with you, Berg, man.
You fucked.
We love the UK, man. We love all the UK guys.
This is the reality.
We like Prince Nazim. We like Prince Nazim when he was ducking. When he was ducking,
Carl Froch was the truth.
Fuck Carl Froch, old pussy ass. He didn't want to move up neither. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Fuck him.
Prince Nazim, as soon as he got touched on the chin, I didn't see him fight again. Am I lying? Shit.
Hey, he was talking all that shit. Hey, look, hold on, bro. Break it right. He talking all that shit. Oh yeah, I bust up the small, weak Golovkin and shit. Nigga, Golovkin like pull my whole card. Andre can pull it all day, but not you, nigga. Not you. Golovkin was like, come on, nigga. Carl Froch didn't want to move up, and he didn't want Triple G to move up neither. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He didn't want to move up to 175 to see no fucking Kovalev neither. He dare not did what Andre Ward did. Oh, my nose is broken. I gotta look good for Rachel on TV.
And I can bring Rachel this on my channel. TJ, man, the bottom line is Golovkin and Canelo, they fight in a different division than everybody else at middleweight. It's their own personal division.
Hold on. True. But Golovkin was willing to move his ass up for Carl Froch, though.
Of course.
Him and Chavez Jr. And Carl Froch went to go get his nose adjusted and he quit. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's also a fact. He dug Andre Ward like fucking Donald Duck.
Exactly. That's a fact too. I give you that. But it's real convenient.
And these guys allow these casual fans, these racists, these people who believe in this Rocky complex of boxing. Well, Triple G's the shit, and Triple G is this and that. But why won't he fight the black guys that are worth the damn? Why won't he fight the Latin guys?
And then you got Alex Santos say Prince Nazim went MIA as soon as he got his ass whooped. Hell yeah, because he ducked Floyd. He ducked Floyd and went to Guerrero. And Comic Code say Froch was overrated and got robbed by Darrell. He barely beat Jermaine Taylor. Not Jermaine Taylor. That was pop.
Jermaine Taylor was shit, bro. Way overrated.
Oh, bro. I mean, he barely beat Jermaine Taylor. He's behind on every scorecard in America.
Yeah, Bernard Hopkins beat Jermaine Taylor. That was some bullshit in that fight. I don't really remember that one.
What if Triple G
what they say?
Fought Kelly Pavlik? Who wins that fight?
You said what?
Triple G.
What if Triple G had ran into Kelly Pavlik because he was fighting that?
Oh no, that's a good ass fight. Pavlik was a big ass
fight. I think I picked Triple G, man. Triple G. Triple G like when I was saying, maybe like 5 years ago, I picked Triple G, man.
You know, the thing is, Triple G is a great marketing employee for HBO, and it's come to an end. Canelo, who's cherry-picked his entire career, he's never fought anybody his fucking age. He's never fought anybody with greater skill than he's never fought a threat, is what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather wasn't perceived as a threat, so he fought him. Okay, he won't fight either Charlo at 54 or 60. He won't fight Hurd. He won't fight. He might fight Munguia, and I think Munguia will hoorah his ass.
They gonna cash that nigga out versus Munguia, especially if he loses to Triple G.
Right. He doesn't have any options, bro. So after this Triple G fight, what happens?
I think they using each other, man.
Option, and Billy Joe ain't fighting nobody.
Hell yeah, Billy Joe. That's funny. Go ahead, Mr. Dex Factor. Let you get it in real quick.
I said Canelo and Triple G, they using each other. They gonna ride that out for a while, try to avoid everybody else. I think.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, totally fight Charlo, like you said. They don't even want no smoke with Saunders. Once y'all remember when Canelo asked to be ranked #1 in the WBO right before Lemieux fought Saunders? Then they saw what Saunders did, and all of a sudden Canelo was like, "Oh no, I don't want to be ranked no more."
No, Eric Gomez came on and said, "Oh, we already fought one runner, Lara. We don't want to fight another one." I got to say,
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "We don't fight runners. We're not fighting. We're not fighting Billy Joe. He's a runner."
And then he did.
That's what he said.
Triple G the first time.
Hey, dog, that's another thing. I wouldn't give a fuck who lost that fight, dog.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give a. I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna watch that shit, bro. I'm not getting no Hennessy. I'm not getting no Mexican Independence Day drink to watch that motherfucker. I'm not paying no attention to that shit.
No, I'll tune in to watch college football, man, on that night.
I'll be tuning in to the Mexican hoodies downtown. Fuck all that, man. Fuck them. They not getting no money. Oscar De La Hoya, man. Fuck him. Fucking fishnets and fucking cocaine and utensils and shit. Dude, man. Just hang it up.
You know, Mr. Fitness says this dude Canelo was middleweight champion and never even fought at 60. You know what? The belt that he got was from a fucking junior middleweight in Kodo. The guy.
What's going on, Blood? What's going on, Blood Boxing? What's going on, bro?
Hey, can y'all explain something?
Oh, you got my text the other day, man. I thought it was funny.
I thought he said, "I hope you got my check." I said, "Oh shit, it's about to get gangsta on this motherfucker."
No, the dart reference that he's been making this reference about
snookers and
dart guys, and what it turns out is that Barry Hearn owns a dart association in England, and it's one of two governing bodies for darts, and Barry Hearn owns that one. And so that's how I understood it. I didn't know what he was getting at with dart fans. Now I understand. And so I had to research it a little bit. But man,
I used to play darts back in the day, though. I ain't play professionally.
I don't play that fuck shit.
I play darts. That shit used to be fun as fuck, man. I used to like that shit. When the little motherfucker light up and shit. I used to like that shit.
Yeah, it's
that shit for real. Like it was a rainy day or some shit. Now, bow and arrow, I can't fuck with that because I've been and shot myself in the fucking foot or some shit.
Oh, man, bow and arrow.
Clumsy ass nigga with weaponry and shit. I'm on some Plexico Bird shit.
Hey, Plexico didn't have much brain power, bro. I shot myself in the kneecap, goddamn.
I remember we was in high school and shit, and these one niggas we ain't like, they all got into this little nigga green escort and shit. And the fucking gun jammed on their ass. And that bitch shot in the car. Them niggas all on the bus stop feeling each other and shit. I'm shot. And they ain't want nobody shot. Then this nigga come back like a week later. This nigga brought the gun into school and got jammed up at the locker and niggas started fleeing. I said, these niggas is out of their fucking mind. I mean, these niggas carrying guns, nigga. I wish you would brandish a gun on me. I'd whoop your motherfucking ass. You don't even know how to control that motherfucker. Old ass fucking gun. Get you a revolver, young nigga. Bitch ain't gonna jam on you.
Shit. Man, AJ has taken the wind out of my proverbial boxing sales today.
See, you had expectations for this shit happening. I didn't have no expectations. I told Black Fight Fan. I told K-Ho, Dallas, Texas finest. I told him, I said, nigga, look here, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I said Eddie Germ and AJ Butt Juice Johnson, it ain't happening, dog. I just knew it in my bones, dog. Because when they ducked Luis Ortiz, you know, I was like, you know what, man? I knew it wasn't gonna happen, dog.
Eddie Hearn is a swarmy bastard. That's how I feel about the guy.
And then who the fuck is gonna go to the zone September 22nd? I mean, who you gonna watch fighting that motherfucker? Ryan Saka or Gabriel Rosado versus Sergio Mora?
Play Store app.
I mean, not even that. Who going to that shit? Even if it's New York, Blue Blood Sports, you better not cover that shit, nigga. You better not cover the zone. Please don't cover the zone in New York, Blue Blood, man.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's just really bad.
Man, and all my niggas on all my niggas that's on LA boxing ego, you better not go, motherfucker, neither. You better not go cover Eddie Hearn in the zone. I don't give a fuck if he pulled Joe Louis out in his prime and put him in the fucking ring with motherfucking Muhammad Ali himself. I wouldn't. We not supporting that nigga. It's a no-fly zone.
Exactly.
Any of you niggas go out to the zone. Any of you niggas go out to the zone opening fights in September and October, nigga, block me. Block me. We is no longer cool. Unless Eddie Hearn, change his image in America. Go ahead, Mr. Dex Factor.
Nah, Eddie Hearn, man. It's funny because he wonder why he can't sign nobody to the zone. He always talking shit about everybody. How you gonna badmouth Wilder, but then expect him to sign to the zone? Then he said,
and Wilder's the number one. Wilder's the number one premier boxing champion fighter now. Exactly. As far as viewership goes,
they keep on lying, saying that nobody knows him. He don't get no views. I think he sells out more than Broner at the Barclays.
He sold at the Barclays Center just as much as Broner sold about, but he did his viewerships with Stavern 2 and Ortiz was Showtime 2 highest.
Yep.
Man.
He fails that, man. I can't stand Eddie Hearn.
I'm not supporting Eddie Hearn, man. Nah, some of y'all niggas that want to run up on Eddie Hearn, I mean, y'all run up on him, but he is 6'5". He ain't gonna do shit though. Them cheap ass moccasins he had on and shit.
Hey, I'm 6'3" and I know how to punch.
I mean, you gotta punch that nigga. You do the Nipsey Hussle. I mean, what's his name? Nipsey Hussle. Bitch.
And I prefer to use weapons in my old age. I guess I'm getting at it. I'm at that middle age.
Man, the most disrespectful thing you can do is slap a nigga. Nigga slap me, dog. I got to kill you. I'd rather take an ass whooping and get stumped out than get slapped. That nigga Nipsey Hussle open handed the nigga like, come here, bitch. Nipsey slap me.
He bitch
nigga slap me,
man. The only thing that can compete with that is get spit in the face, bro. That's ultimate disrespect. I'd rather get socked in the face.
Hell yeah, I wasn't niggas. That's right up there getting spit on, dog. Hey, I'm definitely going to get the strap.
Overhand or the backhand? What's more disrespect?
I mean, oh no, the backhand. The backhand is all. Now backhand, you got to kill that nigga with your bare hands.
Basically, like a backhand, dog. He putting you on hoe bitch status, bro. Keep backhand you. You're a hoe bitch, man. At that point, nigga told you a hoe bitch.
On God, if Nipsey Hussle would have slapped me like that, and I was BET employee, I wouldn't have fell out of shit. I would have been beating his motherfucker. That nigga ain't nothing but 100 pounds. I took that nigga by his cornrows and dragged that motherfucker across the whole BET experience. He'd have had a BET experience. He would have had a BET experience. I'd have drugged that nigga around. Fuck the money. Nigga ain't slapping me and getting away with it. Nigga is not slapping me and getting away with it. Dog. I don't care fuck what you a blood, Crip. Tekashi 6ix9ine, that nigga been real quiet now since old boy got killed. I don't care.
I know he was righteous. I mean, I heard she got a chain snatch, some shit like that. Bro, but why we come from out here in Oakland, bro? It's like, man, we don't even allow niggas to call us bitch. Like, you call a nigga a bitch, man, that's your ass, nigga. I mean, that's the way we grew up. It's like, you don't listen, nigga. I ain't no bitch, nigga. That's it, man. It's hands. You catch hands for calling a nigga a bitch. So if you slap me, nigga, you getting laid out, bro. You getting laid out for calling me a bitch. For slapping me back.
It was shit funny when fucking it was just funny shit when 2 Chainz was in San Francisco and them niggas pulled out there. Some nigga pulled out a dumbass gun. That nigga got I ain't never seen a nigga run that fast. Nigga, I ain't mad. You can't be going through these niggas cities and shit. Niggas got something to prove. Niggas got something to prove out here, dog.
Hey, bro, the Hot Boys, man. I remember they came and did a concert in Oakland, bro, and they got ran on. Only one who won no punch. I'm gonna tell you the 2 dudes who won no punch. BG was throwing hands. Lil Wayne punk ass ran up off the stage. But BG was throwing. BG was no punk, bro. BG
before he went to jail, he was just driving around the street. You can see BG in the hood. I could walk outside and see BG in the hood.
Yeah, BG got respect in the town, bro. BG got respect in the town because like he was one nigga in the run. Like Baby, Lil Wayne, both them niggas were the first one up stage. Manny Fresh, kick rocks. Juvenile, BG, them 2 niggas are throwing. I just CBD 100. Those 2 dudes, like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Let's go. I like salute to them 2, bro.
Willie D's is a guy that I know was scrap back in the day. I don't know.
Willie D wasn't playing either.
Yeah, Willie wasn't on joke.
Yeah, I like you follow Willie D channel.
I do too.
Yeah, don't forget Soldier Slim. Don't forget Soldier Slim too was another one, man. Rest in peace to that brother. He was another one with no punk.
Oh no, see murder, nigga. See murder.
See murder too. Hey, no,
see, look here, real quick. Hey, look at real talk though. See, the niggas that's really about it, they don't really get the spins and the airplay of the album sales of the fake ass niggas.
No.
You know what I'm saying? The real rapping motherfuckers get they don't get that clout. See murder, Yo Gotti, niggas like that. You see how Dolph was talking records and all of a sudden he got shot in his ass? It wasn't no wordplay no more. He got shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See the real niggas.
See murder, bro. See murder with that, because Mass P, See murder, Silk the Shocker. They used to live in Richmond, man, out here in the Bay Area. Oh. Richmond, little small town right outside of Oakland, man, in Contra Costa County. But I'm just telling you, man, See murder, See murder, Mass P, them niggas known out here, bro. See murder was that nigga for sure. He ain't no punk. Master P wasn't no punk for sure either, though, man.
You heard Suge Knight call Master P. That nigga when Master P came to Cali, he told Suge Knight told him, said the town ain't big enough for both of us. Master P said, when you moving.
Yeah, Master P ain't no punk, bro. Master P ain't never been no punk. For real. And he's also a dude that's liked. He's even liked out here, bro. Yeah. I mean, people did get mad at him for a minute, though, when he started claiming he was the ice cream man, knowing he stole that shit from the Loonies. I don't know if you guys remember the Loonies. Loonies came up with, I got 5 on it. Yeah, they're the ones that came up. They came up with a joint. It's the ice cream man, bitch. Don't you hear the music? Yep. They came up with this shit first, and then Mass P came out like a couple of years later with the ice cream man. He sat there and snatched that shit, and that shit went gold. He went gold.
Well, they had 2 years. Hey, them niggas had 2 years to make it go gold. They ain't do it. Somebody had to do it.
I don't know.
I had to laugh at that shit, bro. I had to laugh at that shit.
They sent him a check. They sent him a check and say, "Shut the fuck up, nigga."
I sat at the top of the rap game is Jay Prince, though, silently. Sat at the top of the rap game when it comes to.
He used to put Floyd Mayweather bitch ass out, tie his ass up in a hotel room and beat Leonard Ellaby and the whole team ass.
Yeah.
He used to tie Floyd up to the chair and beat the whole
Jay Prince was out here, bro. Jay Prince was out here in the town too. I told you, he used to have Seagram Miller, a rapper in Oakland, rest in peace, from 6ix9ine Village, where Felix Mitchell used to rule. I'm just gonna tell you right now, yeah, he had Seagram Miller, bro. Signed to him. He also had the Loonies too, because remember New Tribe, he was also under Jay Prince too. So just gonna let you guys know that too, because he also had
hold on. I forgot this. Did y'all niggas see Shakira Stevenson at the titty bar with Adrian Broner?
No.
You see that?
No. Oh, I think he's fucking up. Stay away from that nigga, bro. He may be trying to kiss you, lick your neck or something, bro. Nigga may try to
look at the aftermath.
Like that man's butt.
Hold on. Good looking for the super chat. Millennium Aftermath. The aftermath is coming. New media definitely presented. Yeah, this nigga Shakira Stevenson was on Adrian Broner Snapchat with a couple dollars. I said, oh yeah, Andre Ward better get that nigga on the line right now.
He said, you got something in your eye, Shakur. Man,
Hey, Tank, did you slip Shakira that Mickey so we can go to the room together? He got to join the game with the fan club.
And it might be the best thing that AB retired, man, because he was making a plumb fucking fool of himself.
Hey, one of the dudes on here, he sent me a comment saying that he was at the
I gotta respond to this real quick. Somebody in the chat said 50 Cent. They want 50 Cent's a rapper. 50 Cent stole his name. The real 50 Cent, bro, it's not the 50 Cent. It's not Curtis Jackson, bro. It's not the same 50 Cent you talking about, the one that got us went up against the Supreme team. That's
talking about that's a real 50 Cent. Didn't they end up killing him? Didn't they kill the real 50 Cent?
Yeah. The real 50 Cent is a thug legend, for real. That dude was known for robbing.
And then that motherfucker 50 Cent told Ja Rule the other day, what he tell him? He said, "Oh, see, Preem in jail now, you can't do nothing." I'm like, then the thing about 50 Cent, he got so many snitch tendencies, dog.
Yeah, he does.
Dude is a snitch, dog.
Instigator.
Niggas gonna do some of the shit he did, dog. Everything that Ja Rule said that he did that shit. He called the feds on them niggas and Gotti and them niggas.
Yeah. I don't know much about rap these days. I kind of killed it after Biggie them died. Yeah, I had the DMX thing, and I had, it's been a few every now and then, but I don't follow it no more, man. I'm kind of this.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, dog. I say after trap music, dog, it was a rap, dog. It was completely obliterated, dog. 2009, 10, it was over with, bro. Now Now in the early 2000s and 99, like DMX and Jadakiss, Kiss the Game Goodbye, Ludacris, Word of Mouth, like that shit was cool. But I'm gonna keep it real. When Atlanta took over Rap Dog, the shit just went gay. I'm just gonna keep it real.
It did, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. To me, the greatest era of hip hop, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a kid. I grew up on rap music from the 80s to the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old, so I grew up on all that early shit you heard, because I watched Beat Street. You know what I'm saying? Crush Groove, all that shit. I grew up on all that shit. So you know what I'm saying? I come from that era all the way to now. The greatest hip hop era is the mid 90s.
It was.
Period. And in the mid 90s, all of a sudden, me throw in too the early 90s too. I'm gonna throw the early 90s to the mid 90s.
Think about the early 90s. You had America's Most, and 90, right?
Yeah.
Then you had not too long ago, 92, 93, The Chronic. And after that, you had Dog and Style. So them three in the early 90s really got it rolling though.
Yep. Oh, not just that though, too, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: from the 90s, you still had Eric B. Rakim coming out. You had EPMD coming out. You know what I'm saying, man? You had straight fucking fire coming out in the 90s, bro. It was nothing but heat. Hey, now, you know, and they sounded different, and everybody didn't sound exactly the same.
But you know who ended that era was DMX. DMX was probably the last of that 90s deal.
Him and Kiss?
Yep. Yeah, that was it.
Him and Kiss?
After that came in.
Because you know what's a hot song now? I could just create one right now. I'll be fucking your bitch. I'll be fucking your bitch. I'll be fucking your bitch.
Platinum. But yeah, DMX.
That guy was reading Dr. Seuss and doing it in mumble rap.
Hey, I seen that shit.
It's with
the Migos.
I'm like, damn. No, I don't want no green eggs and ham type shit. Whatever the hell it was hilarious.
Yeah, green eggs and ham. Yeah, that was the Migos and shit.
Yeah, and so, bruh, I can't do it these days. My 21-year-old, he loves it. You know, he comes.
That's his era. That's his era. I mean, they can never understand. We so far away from the true meaning of rap, dog. It's crazy though, man.
Yeah.
But like you said, A 98 is a good ass year in rap too, though.
Oh, that was the last album of Tribe Called Quest, The Love Movement. Love that album.
98
was a hell of a. They say that might be the greatest year in rap history.
I would agree. It was the year I came out of high school.
Sean Carter. Matter of fact, it's like this. Matter of fact, hell yeah, because that was that year, man. 98, man.
Well, you got the
DMX dropped 2 albums. Yeah, DMX dropped 2 albums in that year. Remember?
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah, I had both of that shit, man.
Stay out the dark.
I like 97 though too. Mobb Deep dropped what was that album called? I can't think of again. But they had and remember the joint dealt with remember the joint dealt with and get dealt with quick. Opposition get melted, but shit, he felt it. You get dealt with quick. Remember that joint by Mobb Deep?
Yep.
No, that's it right there. That shit was fire.
I really want to be Mobb Deep fan though. For whatever reason.
You want it? Oh, bro, Mobb Deep was dope, bro. You tripping?
Hey, Bob.
Look. They played the fucking Quiet Storm so fucking much. I hate that song to this fucking. Every day I would drive to school in the winter. It's real. Welcome in the club. I hated that. That's one song if I heard right now, dog. That's one song I absolutely fucking hated. They ran that through my fucking brain. But in '98,
they dropped an album in '98.
You said who?
8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah,
it probably won't be on this list that I got, this Google list, but they might have did. That was some hardcore shit right there. But in '98, the Locks dropped Money, Power, Respect, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Outkast dropped Quinimini. I don't know how to say that shit. I probably know the album. Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z, 400 Degrees, Gangstar, Moment.
It's the Hard Knock.
DMX was up in there, Flushing My Blood. Yep. Red Mill, Doc's the Name, 2000. I had that CD.
1998 made Swiss Beats, man.
We're getting what?
1998.
Fat Joe came out. I don't remember that Fat Joe one. But that's good albums in '98.
No, man. Fat Joe, the dopest Fat Joe writing to me. Fat Joe, when he came out with
you're right. No, you're right.
It was real.
Hey, this is how cold-blooded it was.
Rare Breaker. A-Ball dropped the album in '98 though.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you.
It was just him. It was just him.
That's when it started popping, because that's when Master P dropped Because I remember going to Deion Sanders Club that year underage.
No, he dropped. That was 1997, man. I remember that specifically because me and my boys used to have a music and clothing store.
No,
and,
this ain't well. The album
came and dropped off. They came and dropped off albums to us back then. That was 1997 when he dropped that one.
It say 98 though.
It dropped in 98. It dropped in 98.
I promise you, bro. I promise you, I had that album. I know
it was 98 because I remember.
It was 98, bro. Hey, bro, Corruption.
I swear, bro, I'll go get my. I'll pull my CD out tomorrow. I swear that dropped in 97 because it was a yellow. It was a yellow CD, bro, made of plastic. I swear to God, that album dropped in 1997, bro. 1997. I don't care what that is.
We probably talking about two different albums. Hey, you probably talking about two different albums because the cover is blue.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Only time will tell, nigga. When we die, go to heaven and hell, nigga. Make us say, oh, it's on that album, bro.
And 98, I think in 98, Master P, No Limit Records, they dropped like 20 albums that year.
Yeah, they dropped
They dropped Fiend, they had Fiend, Mac.
They dropped the Mia X record. I remember all this.
Fiend was dope, bro. You guys remember Fiend?
Fiend was dope in 99. Because I was selling cars back in 90. That's when I was full-fledged in the car business at that time. And that's when the Hot Boys dropped it around the summer of 99.
Yeah, Hot Boys came out in 99. I agree with that shit, but I'm talking about Master P, bro. Because I'm telling you, Master P was still connected out here. And that's what I'm telling you. That shit dropped in 1997.
We talking about 8-Ball, bro. We talking about 8-Ball, man. That's
8-Ball, yeah.
Yeah, we talking about 8-Ball,
yeah.
Man.
Hey, but I was fucking with 8-Ball back in like 97, 96, too.
That's the 98.
Yeah, they were putting out shit. They were putting out shit before then too.
Oh yeah, you know they was deep in the they was deep up in the underground game, man. They really ain't really popped their head up for that minute. They was with Puff for a minute.
Because you guys, 8-Ball MJG been fucking with E40 for a long time.
Yeah, E40. I'm trying to E40 one of the realest. E40 one of the realest niggas in the game. I'm trying to tell you, he stay in Detroit, dog. Like he one of the few niggas that can walk through the hood. Ain't shit gonna happen to E40 in a lot of different hoods. You know? I mean, Yuck Mouth dropped the album
E40 hella respected, bro. E40 major hella respected out here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no problems, man. He walked through open with
his story y'all cold. His story y'all cold. They got it on what's that one black channel that's trying to be BET? What's the name of that motherfucker?
Oh, you talking about the one or whatever the fuck that shit? TV1?
Yeah. Go back and watch some of they behind the story. I don't know what they call it. I was watching E40. How he started off at Grambling and shit, and all the shit they went through, saying his style was whack and shit. I think I told Biggie that I did everything you done already did before. I done rapped about it and did it.
Hey,
for real, he did though, bro.
This track on LL Cool J.
Hey,
how would he eviscerate?
E40 been out. E40 been out since 1990. That's how long E40 been rapping. Yep. For real. His first album
I think a little bit earlier than that.
No, there's just 1990 because it was tough. Yeah, 1990. I'm positive because I have all those albums. I have everything he's put out. I have everything that Too Short's put out too, man. I got every. I got Too Short very first album.
Was it 19?
I got all that shit. Oh no, I think that was earlier. I think it was 83.
Too Short is definitely 80s.
I grew up on
definitely 80s, bro.
And my dad and his
but Master P came out around the same time and out here too as E40. Both of them niggas been out hella long. People don't know that. People really don't know that shit, man. They've been rapping out here hella long. Now Master P done moved. You know, he was originally from New Orleans, but he started rapping out here. Well, Master P started rapping in Richmond. Of course, E40 is from New Orleans. And I mean, not E40. E40 is from Vallejo. But he started rapping like that too. A lot of these cats been out hella long. And if you know Richie Rich, Richie Rich been rapping since the fucking 80s. You know, I'm just telling you right now, man. Richie Rich, you know, you guys know about Rich. There's something about the West Coast that makes you wanna ride. You guys remember that joint, right? Well, and it was the real joint off that album was a real pimp. A real pimp will knock a bitch down. A real pimp will represent the town. You know what I'm saying? You guys go listen to that joint. If you know, from 1996, Real Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all those dudes that I'm naming were all friends with Tupac before Tupac started rapping.
Who remember
all these dudes going?
Y'all remember Poor Pimp?
Poor Pimp, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Poor Pimp, man.
Motherfucker say Lil Uzi Vert better. Get the hell about it. That's straight fucking Fucking
Louis the Bird is trash, bro.
I don't even know who that is.
I mean, when he first came out, well, I heard some of his original stuff. He was kind of like hardcore, man. Didn't they turn him into a little girl? You know,
I don't know what it is. What is it about masculine today is considered looks feminine to me, bro? What they consider like masculine looks feminine to me.
I was arguing about some niggas like that in the Facebook group, dog. And the nigga older nigga trying, oh, that's just the way the kids dress. You know, back in the 70s, that's how they dress something like that as well. No, real niggas ain't never dressed like that, dog. Let's keep it real.
Ain't nobody
wearing no purse. Huh?
Ain't nobody from the hood ever dressed like that. Nobody even only people in the joint dressed like that are the ones that getting the uptake. Shit.
There ain't no nigga serving me no motherfucking weed or whatever these niggas smoking now. Wearing no tight ass skinny jeans. It was this one nigga that told me, let's argue about feminine wear. This fat ass nigga from Philly has some tight ass leggings. I showed my girl. I said, look at this fat ass nigga.
They got leggings for dudes now, bro. They have leggings for dudes now to disgrace. Men wear leggings now. Also have UGG boots. They have UGG boots for men too. And they also have men's blouses. Men's blouses.
You know, my brother sings backup for Jill Scott. Been doing it for years. And he'll wear some performance stuff, but I had never seen my little brother wear anything that was effeminate. Because he's too much of a man. You know, and he's in the
and these niggas wearing pink too now, World Breaker. Like the pink shit from Victoria's Secrets.
Oh, nigga, come on, dog. Don't tell me that.
I swear to God, no.
Nigga, I used to have a pink.
I was told that Victoria's Secret sells men's shit now. I was told that Victoria's Secret sells men's stuff now. I don't care. I don't care what they make. I don't care if it's they make stuff for men. I ain't buying nothing out of Victoria's Secret unless it's for my woman. That's it, not for me.
The only dress a man
Bobby Jean say this metrosexual shit thing is suspect. And when I see Earl Spence with a purse on, nigga, I almost fell out my motherfucking chair. I said, oh, man, I got to go with the illest nigga from Nebraska.
You ain't lying.
I was like, no, Earl, don't do it, dog.
I will rebuke Earl if I ever saw that.
So, okay. Let me make you rebuke Earl then, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm about to make you rebuke Earl.
Yeah.
That nigga had a purse on. Him and Bronner had matching purses on at the titty bar.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Hey, you guys gonna believe this too? This is supposed to be like Calvin Klein's supposed to be coming out with like men's makeup and some shit like that, bro. It's fucking disgusting, bro.
Man, nigga, I'm never putting on no motherfucking makeup. Even if I was going on NFL Network.com, nah.
Yeah, you just gonna have to see the pimples on my face, goddamn it. It's over.
Right, nigga. I am what I am, nigga.
But you see dudes getting their eyebrows done and shit like that. Guys get their eyebrows plucked. I mean, come on, man. I mean, for real? I said it's like dudes are becoming women, man. They're doing the same thing women get. I'm like, you know, that's what women do. Men shave their legs now. They're just all this shit is just like,
man, my girl, you need to shave.
We looked the other way because it was Prince.
Yeah, it's different though, man. We knew Prince was fucking hoes, though. That's different.
Yeah, we did. We knew Prince. Have you ever seen Prince with a weak hoe? Never. Prince couldn't attract ugly women. He was knocking them down, but the music was more important. Shit.
Nah, I will go get my feet done, man. I enjoyed that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front on that one. But as far as anything else, I ain't fucking with it, dog.
All your
nerves, drag me
you gotta take care of your feet. That takes care of the rest of your body.
Yeah, I know. Gout and all that other shit. I was like, man, I'll go ahead, man. Other than that, makeup, I do massages.
Eyebrows, tweed, and what do they do? What do the Indian shops do? My wife goes and they line the eyebrow with like with thread. They thread their eyebrows. If I start seeing stuff like that,
I heard like a lot of women don't like that shit. You know, I took my girl when she first moved here and shit. I took her and shit. She wasn't familiar with the area and shit, so went to the motherfucking mall. They thread. I'm like, what the fuck is thread or whatever the other shit they do? I said, I don't know the difference between that shit. I just give money and go, man. You know what I'm saying? Here, go get that shit done. They thread here. I'm like, all right, fuck did that mean?
Man, actual facts, man, it's always been that way. They were like that in Rome. They were like that in Greece. Cross-dressing has been throughout history. You know.
Yeah, them motherfuckers overseas, they been doing that shit, wearing purses and shit.
People raping children was common practice in Greece. The Spartans did it when a child became 7 years old. They would penetrate the boys and rape them repeatedly till they were grown. This shit has always been, and that's just real talk. How they do things, everything people are doing today, they were doing it yesterday, and they were doing it worse, and it was acceptable. And so we in this country put up certain things to protect our children and do all of that. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers still what they are, bro.
Hey, World Breaker, I sent that message in the group. Let me know when you see that shit, that picture.
Let me react. I'll be goddamn. You know what, bro? that hurts. That hurts, dog.
Me too. It hurt me when I seen it too.
You know, I can considerably make an argument for being more masculine, but at the end of the day, god dang, he should have had it on it. He should have had it strapped to his back or something, man.
Like a fanny.
Yeah, dog. God, it's the position. The position killing me, nigga.
At first, I couldn't see the bag, so I thought the nigga he had a little Tyler. I thought the nigga had a diaper bag or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna have to give him strike one. I'm gonna have to go back on what I said. Give him strike one. I
said Bud Crawford might get another pick out of me.
Hey, Bud went up a notch. Earl just went down on that one, dog.
Hey, Bud ain't never wear no shit like that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But we have to go ahead and wrap it up. Tell them where they can find y'all at, man. Go ahead, World Breaker Boxing.
Hey man, y'all can find me at World Breaker Fighting on YouTube, Instagram, and my son yelling, and Twitter. Shh, quiet, son. Y'all can find me on World Breaker YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'm always around. I'm always posting memes. Holler at me.
Holler at them. Callie, you already know they can find you, but go ahead.
Callie said toilet break.
Hell yeah, that nigga probably at work. I wasn't on the phone, boss. Fucking with him though, but I definitely appreciate you dudes tuning in. And we also have World Breaker son in the back. He want to be a star. Start him early, man. Start him early. 10 your legacy.
And we're gonna be a rocket scientist.
See, gonna be a rocket scientist.